Hello, Sagittarius. My name is Jen. Welcome to Timeline Tarot. This is your Mercury Retrograde Tarot reading. For those of you not aware, the retrograde will begin on August 4th or 5th, depending on where you live in the world, and will end or culminate on or about August 28th or 29th, again, depending on where you live in the world. The retrograde itself will be affecting communication, technology, travel, as well as decision making. So when you're conversing with people, you want to be sure to be as clear and effective and as less abrasive as you can be, because tempers will be a bit heightened or easily flared during this time. So if you want to avoid confrontation, which I believe most of us want to, you want to be sure that you're communicating in an effective manner. If you're not understanding someone is saying, again, be sure to ask them for clarification instead of like jumping to conclusions and spurring an argument. In respect to technology, we could see something on a global scale. Sometimes communication satellites tend to go down, or social networks, again, that are globally accessed, like Facebook or Twitter, etc., could see some temporary downtime. In respect to you personally, we tend to have more issues in respect to like our cell phones or electronic devices, so beware of that. If you're traveling during this time period, you want to practice extreme patience because there is a higher probability of delays as well as cancellations, particularly with flights. Again, that's like a technology slash communication issue. And in respect to decision making, if you're waiting for anyone to make a big decision, like let's say approval or denial of a loan, or approval or denial of a job application that you've submitted, or anything like that, there could very well be a delay in someone getting back to you. And in respect to you making a big decision, you very well could be delayed in making that decision because maybe the information that has to come to you is delayed in its arrival. So keep all of that in mind. And as always, the retrograde usually means someone from the past is coming back. It could be anyone in your professional, personal, or romantic life. Some people tend to say it's lovers, but I've seen over the years it really can be anyone. Long lost family members or friends you've disconnected with. So take this reading how it resonates. This is going to be a basic Celtic cross reading. I've divided it into sections. So we're going to look at how you're entering Mercury retrograde, what you'll be like by that second week, your energy, what you may be encountering, any challenges that may present themselves. We'll then take a look at that third week or the last week of Mercury retrograde. Now, there is a shadow period to the retrograde itself. And so with that shadow period, that rolls into Virgo season. And so we're also going to take a look at Virgo season for you, and we're going to do a final outcome just to give you a little bit of a glimpse of a potential outcome by the time you get to Libra season. So it's a pretty in-depth read. I'll try to keep it at the 30 to 40 minute mark, but grab some snacks and maybe something to drink. With all that said, please, please, please keep in mind this is a general collective reading. It is not individualized or personalized to you. Therefore, messages may come through today that don't fully resonate. And if that's the case, it's okay. It's just not for you. It's for another Sag. Take what fits, leave what doesn't. With all that said, let's begin. Your overall energy for the 3 week of the Mercury retrograde period is the Three of Cups. You're in very much a celebratory mood or feel. Your energy is quite positive throughout the 3 week period. You could be finding yourself being more creative, having more fun with friends, connecting with old friends, creating new friendships, being more involved in your community, whether that's like an online community group that you're part of, or maybe your actual like 3D world community that you live within. So definitely a nice celebratory, cheerful time for you, Sag. Let's see how you're entering the retrograde period. You're entering the Mercury retrograde period as the Page of Swords in the upright. A bit talkative, communicative, interested in learning something more, regardless of your age. You might have like a glow about you, maybe feeling more youthful, being in more of a jokester or energetic energy. I like this for you a lot. Bottom of the deck, we have Page of Wands. So let's find out now why you're entering Mercury retrograde and why that first week for you, you'll be in the energy of the Page of Swords. Tell me more about the Page of Swords for Sagittarius. Now, Page of Swords could also be someone who's collecting or disseminating information, again, because that's typically what pages do, and swords being the communication. So you could be communicating with someone as well, or receiving information on someone. One more shuffle here, please, and thank you. The Page of Swords in the upright is being clarified by the Queen of Pentacles in the upright, the Page of Pentacles in the reverse, and the High Priestess in the reverse. Bottom of the deck, we have the Emperor in the upright, the Seven of Pentacles in the upright, to the Ace of Cups in the upright. Well, maybe the cross watcher isn't going to like this, but Sag, I feel like you're entering Mercury retrograde trying to obtain some information on an earth sign, possibly a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, doesn't have to be. This could be an individual that you may have heard some bad news about, or I hate to say it, you're hoping to find some bad news about. But I just feel like this is an individual that, although earth signs tend to be grounded, and capable and caring and secure and all of those wonderful things, you're kind of entering Mercury retrograde viewing this person as being wasteful. Either they're wasting your time or they're wasting the time of someone you care about. This could be an individual who's irresponsible with funds. This could be someone you're viewing as being recklessly irresponsible or behaving in an illogical way. Possibly an individual who you feel may have like hidden intentions, lazy. You may see this person as being a manipulator, being thoughtless in the way that they make their decisions or they live their life. Like you might see this person as being very selfish. I don't know who this person is to you. It very well could be an earth sign, doesn't necessarily have to be, but you're entering Mercury retrograde very inquisitive about this person, trying to obtain information on them. You're a bit mentally restless when it comes to this person. It's almost like your intuition in some way is failing you a bit. Because you're hearing news about this person. It's almost like you want to verify what you're hearing, or you want to verify what you think your intuition is telling you. So again, I don't know who this person is. It appears that you're not looking upon them very favorably or about them very favorably, and you're trying to acquire more information about them. Could be a King of Pentacles as well. Bottom of the deck, I have the Emperor to the Seven of Pentacles. So, and the Ace of Cups. So, oh, and that Seven of Swords card. So, yeah, you're definitely feeling like someone here is maybe not on the up and up, maybe not giving you the correct information. Irresponsible with money. Whoever this person is, I think at one time you maybe thought well of them. That could just be for some of you. Take that how it resonates. But it appears that you're entering Mercury retrograde not thinking very favorably of this person. I feel like your head and your heart are a bit torn about them, and so it's knocking your intuition off. And so instead of like jumping to conclusions, you're doing the typical Sagittarian thing, is you're doing some research because you're trying to understand this better. You're trying to get the facts in order to draw a concrete conclusion or come to some sort of determination about this person. By the time you get to the second week of Mercury retrograde, I have here the Three of Swords in your current energy. Tell me why the Three of Swords is here in Sagittarius current energy for that second week of Mercury retrograde. One more shuffle here, please, and thank you. The Three of Swords in the upright is being clarified by the Two of Swords in the upright, the World card in the upright, and the Hermit in the upright. Bottom of the deck, we have Eight of Wands in reverse, to the Moon in reverse, to the Queen of Swords in reverse. I almost feel like the information you were seeking in week number one about this possible earth sign, I believe is something that you acquire in the second week. Now, I don't feel that this heartbreak here is yours because you're in way too much of a Three of Cups, carefree, very happy, celebratory mood. So I feel that by the second week of Mercury retrograde, what you're finding out is that that possible earth sign or whomever that other person was that you were originally inquiring about, I feel like you get the truth. And I'll tell you why I feel that way. So the Eight of Wands in reverse in this deck talks about this individual being like in opposition to you, or almost like an enemy. Remember I had said, like, Originally, maybe you thought fondly of this person or you felt sorry for them, but the more you got to know about them or the more you heard about them, the less you liked them or the less you thought about them. And then you get to Mercury retrograde and you're hearing stuff and you're not quite sure if it's true or not. And so you sort of start doing your own investigation about this person. This could be someone that is somehow energetically linked to a business that you do or love. So it could be a relationship or could be business, but whatever was in the shadows of the moon that you didn't know about or you were unsure about, I feel like you uncover it because the moon is in the reverse. So it's a release. Excuse me. It's a release of any fears or worries that you had. It's like now you know the truth, so there's a reduction in your anxiety. You can regain your composure again. Whatever secrets or unknowns there were, they're now made available to you. So I feel like you learn, you do by the second week, you do learn something about this person. And here you are as like the Queen of Swords. I know you're a fire sign, but I feel like this is you, like now you know the truth. And because you know the truth, I feel that what you're learning as the truth is that that person is experiencing a heartbreak. This is not your Three of Swords. This is someone else's Three of Swords. Now that you've learned that, you're able to make a decision that you otherwise would not have been able to make. So remember I had said decision making could be delayed because the information you wanted to receive could be delayed. I sort of feel like what that was. I feel like and we don't have the Hangman here, but I'm getting the feeling that for a while you were unable to make a decision in either your business, either your professional life or regarding like your romantic life, because you needed to learn more about what was happening with that person. Now that you found out what happened with that person, they're dealing with some type of sorrow, heartbreak, grief, feelings of rejection, pain, whatever that is for them. Now you're able to make a decision and now you're able to close a chapter of your life out. So I don't know how this person is tied to you. I don't know if this is a former business partner or business associate, if this is a former lover. All right, I'm just going to throw this out there. This could be a third-party situation and you find out that person was like the other woman or the other man, and you're finding out that their relationship with your person has come to an end because that heartbreak is not yours at all. So I don't know who on the point this other person is. If it's a third party, if it's not, just take it as it's someone else. But this individual is undergoing a heartbreak, and it allows you to close the chapter on that. The World card in this deck also talks about guaranteed success, rewards being received, that there's either a change of residence or a change of status, and this is all for you. So could be some travel involved or maybe even immigration. That's for just one or two of you. But I definitely feel like this changes things for you. This information of this person, I'm sorry to say, this person's heartbreak is going to change your life for the better. I don't know. I feel terrible for the cross watcher, but it's like you're finding out that they're going through something, and that enables you now to move forward with great success. I do think that you'll be a bit reserved. You might be celebrating in other aspects of your life. I don't think you're being very public about celebrating the news that you find out here. I think you're in a bit of like hermit mode here. Some self-reflection, some introspection. You're becoming aware. You're becoming aware of the truth of the circumstances, how it impacts you. This is also a time I feel of spiritual illumination. I feel for those of you who have known that maybe that was going to happen to that person, it sort of confirms for you that your intuition was right. And maybe that's part of this process. Maybe this is allowing you to become more aware of how powerful your intuition really is. Whatever this is, it is not your heartbreak. I can tell you that for sure, because you're celebrating way too much here. And right behind it, you have the Strength card, which is Leo season. And then you have the Wheel of Fortune immediately behind it, which is a destined turning point and good luck and good karma. So this is definitely happening to someone else. You inquire on it, you find out. It allows you to close out a chapter of your life and move forward into a new chapter with great success and happiness. I do feel you're keeping a little bit of it to yourself with that hermit mode while you're celebrating and happy in other aspects of your life. You're not letting too many people know that you're happy about this person's demise or this person's heartbreak or whatever it is that they're going through. Your challenge here is the Ten of Swords in the upright. Why is the Ten of Swords here in the upright as Sagittarius? I almost said Taurus again, so maybe some of you are dealing with a Taurus, or Taurus is involved here somehow. For the Sagittarian collective, why is the Ten of Swords here in the upright as their challenge in the second week? One more shuffle here, please and thank you. That Ten of Swords in the upright is being clarified by the King of Cups in the upright, the Ten of Cups in the upright, and the Five of Pentacles in the upright. Bottom of the deck, you have Three of Wands in the upright, Four of Wands in the upright, and Three of Pentacles in the upright, as well as the Queen of Cups. Yeah, I feel that, again, this Ten of Swords is not yours. This ending and this loss is not yours. There's someone external to you, possibly this King, Queen of Cups, this Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. But take those signs how they resonate. I feel like you're finding out that someone else's marriage is coming to an end. And this person is being left out in the cold, or they're leaving that Queen of Pentacles / King of Pentacles out in the cold. I think the challenge for you is you're not quite sure how to handle it, or what to say to this person, or how to support them, or how to be there for them. This person's going to experience some financial difficulties. So I think some of you are torn on whether or not you want to help this person. So you're like looking out into the future here with this Three of Wands, Four of Wands card. Again, this is a very celebratory feel for you, but again, I think you're keeping it to yourself. So this could be a friend or family member, or maybe even a lover. Again, if you're part of a third party, it's like someone is telling you, or you're acquiring information that someone else's marriage or someone else's long-term commitment or someone else's relationship, whether in their business or maybe even romantic life, is coming to an end. And while on the inside you're happy, you're not going to tell that person, oh, I'm so happy that, you're separating from your business partner, you're separating from your spouse. So I feel like you're containing it, but you're watching this person. Your challenge is you're not quite sure how to help this person through their grief or through their struggle. In your consciousness, what you're thinking about all the time during this time period is the Page of Cups. And the Page of Cups, again, is another messenger. So I feel what you're thinking, and we're going to clarify this, might be like, well, this is maybe a new beginning for me in love, particularly if it's a triangle, right? Maybe you've been waiting for this so you can be with this other person. Maybe you feel like this is synchronicity. You're at a place in your life where now you can be with them, and they're exiting a relationship so they can be with you. I'm kind of getting that feeling here just for one or two of you. But there's definitely a message coming in, or a message you want to send out. Maybe you want to contact this King of Cups and say something to them. Let me clarify this for you. In Sagittarius' consciousness now, what they're thinking about. This Page of Cups in the upright, what is this all about? One more shuffle, please, and thank you. Page of Cups in the upright being clarified by Seven of Pentacles in the upright. The Emperor, yep, that's exactly who that is in the upright. And the Fool in the reverse. Bottom of the deck, we have Queen of Swords again. See, now the Three of Swords in this deck is in the reverse. And then we have the Hierophant with the Eight of Cups. Yeah, someone's walking away from a marriage or long-term relationship, and I don't believe it's you. You're still, I'm jumping ahead here, but you're in the energy of the Queen of Wands, could be King of Wands, and you're entering the third week with your wishes fulfilled. So I definitely don't think this is you, and your influence here is like the Ten of Pentacles. So I really don't feel like this is happening to you, Sag. It's happening to someone else. Again, business associate, friend, family member, your lover. Something's coming to an end, and you're wondering now, you're sitting on this almost like analysis paralysis with that Seven of Pentacles card, because you want to communicate to this Emperor, to this King of Cups, some type of like almost like a love note, like, or a very loving gesture, or a loving comment, like, I'm so sorry you're going through this, you know, do you need anything? And I feel like you're sitting on this for a while in your consciousness, because you're thinking like, well, what am I going to say, or what should I say, or how should I word it? And part of you doesn't want to appear to be a fool in reverse, right? You don't want to appear to be reckless or celebrating the demise of their other relationship. It's in the Fool in the reverse in this deck also talks about passions and obsessions. So again, this being in your consciousness, I think you're like obsessed with this indecision of, what do I write, or what do I say? How do I say it? It's like emotional overflow for you at this time, because I feel like, especially if it's a triangle, part of you wants to be like, yes, like now we can be together type of thing. And then part of you is like, I can't say that. That's too foolish, right? I'll sound like a jackass. So you don't want to make a wrong decision here. You don't want to complicate an already complicated situation. Some of you waiting 7 years for this to happen. I mean, for those of you in a third party, I'll be honest with you. And we've seen that in your readings before. I'm not telling you anything you don't know. So you've been waiting a long time. Some of you up to 7 years. Take that how it resonates. And now you're presented with a bit of a problem, because this person's life is in crisis. It's going to benefit you in some way, because I feel like it's a wish fulfilled for you, but you're caught up in your head like you don't know what to say to this person. Queen of Wands. Now, in your unconsciousness, in that wheel well of your brain, going 24/7, whether you're washing dishes, driving, you know, working, whatever, you have the Queen of Wands. Could be a King of Wands as well. And remember, we have the Emperor on the table. So now when we're seeing any of these, you know, kings, they very well could just be personality traits of the Emperor, because the Emperor does embody the best qualities of all four kings, the Empress being the best, you know, possessing the best qualities of all four queens. The one thing I do know is that we start off with that Queen of Pentacles that is not part of you or this other person. I feel like that's something external, like a third party type of thing. So, Queen of Wands. Tell me more about the Queen of Wands here. One more shuffle, please, and thank you. So in that wheel well back of your mind, you've got Queen of Wands rolling around back there, Six of Pentacles in the upright, Magician in the reverse, and the King of Wands in the reverse. Bottom of the deck, you have the Hierophant, again to the Eight of Cups. See, someone is walking away from some type of traditional long-term commitment here. And you're sitting here on a Knight of Cups wanting to say something, or wanting to apologize, or wanting to offer a cup of love, and you're not quite sure. You see this person, whoever this is that's exiting this marriage. You ever notice in the Eight of Cups card? Let me get it off of the Rider Waite Smith Tarot deck, because it has a larger image on it. Bear with me 1 second. It'll all make sense, my friends. So here we go. So if you ever notice, it almost looks like a space here. Do you see that? Because there's 5 cups on the bottom and 3 cups up top, which for me is another nod to third party. But anyway, there's like a space. There's a missing cup here, right? If you only had that 4th cup, like one more cup, you would have your 9 of Cups, right? Well, the 9 of Cups, right? What is this missing? It's missing 1 cup, the Ace of Cups, which I believe you hold for this person. So I hope I'm making sense now. This person is 8 of Cupping this long-term traditional relationship. You want to offer this person a cup of love to kind of fill this hole that they have, to let them know that they are your wish fulfillment, and that you want to be with them. But I feel like for a lot of you, you're, again, in the back of your mind, you're not quite sure what to do or what to say. You don't want to do anything that would come across as being ill-intentioned. King of Wands in the reverse. You don't want to appear to be too hasty or intolerant of what this person's going through, you know, like not understanding the pain they're going through. You also don't, excuse me, you also don't want to come across as being manipulative, Magician in the reverse. So it's a very delicate balance, 6 of Pentacles. And this is what you're thinking about all the time. I find this person attractive. They find me attractive. I think that you look at this person as being very vibrant, very warm, very loving. Obviously, that's probably why you want to be with them. I'm sure they look at you the same way. But the fact remains, you're going back and forth, almost juggling in your head. So not only are you consciously doing it, you're subconsciously doing it as well. You're probably going to feel very tired. I'm going to say the second week, because I feel like this is an emotional drain for you, even though it's almost like a victory in disguise. Or like snatching victory from the jaws of defeat type of thing. But I still feel energetically you're putting so much of your mind into this, both consciously and subconsciously, on what to say to this person or how to reply to this person, because you don't want to come across as being ruthless or callous or manipulative in any way. Now, by the time we get to the third week of Mercury retrograde, your energy here is the Nine of Cups. Wishes fulfilled, comfortable, happy, satisfied. Why is the Nine of Cups in the upright here for the Sagittarius collective as they enter the third week, or actually I should say the third portion, the last portion of Mercury retrograde? One more shuffle here, please, Ian. Thank you. I hope my mic is on. It is. So the Nine of Cups in the upright is being clarified by the Wheel of Fortune, which we had at the bottom of the other deck for your energy read. The Queen of Wands in the reverse, and the Three of Wands in the upright. Bottom of the deck, you have Three of Cups, which I love because that's your overall feeling here. You have Six of Cups in the reverse attached to that, as well as the Death card and Justice. Oh yeah, and then the Two of Cups. Someone is and right behind that was the Ace of Swords. This other marriage or legally binding relationship is coming to an end. I believe there is that original Queen / King of Pentacles, whoever they are. I'm just going to refer to them as Queen of Pentacles. They don't necessarily have to be an earth sign, but whoever that person is, they're unable to let go of the past. You're trying to focus on the future, Three of Wands. This person can't let go of the past. They're almost like unable to move on from it. I feel like you may have an encounter with this individual in the third week. I think this person is jealous, especially if they catch any wind that their person is moving towards you. This person is quick to take offense. They could be overbearing and a bit possessive when it comes to your person. I don't think it's really affecting you all that much. You're ready for your life to change. You're ready for success. You feel like this is a destined turning point in your life. You're very happy, feeling very abundant, coming into some good fortune. This is a new cycle of your life. You're making plans for the future. You're excited for your new experiences, incredibly self-confident at this time, looking to the future, possibly maybe moving with this King of Cups or, / Emperor person, but you're definitely looking out to the horizons. Your ships are finally coming in and you are now making some serious plans. I feel like the Queen of Wands in the reverse is that other side, because we do all have all those energies, all of us, fire, earth, air, and water. And we lean into these different energies depending on the situations we're in. So I feel like someone who maybe originally was very solid and stable and grounded and maybe motherly if they're a parent or fatherly if they're a father, but when crap hits the fan here and the relationship is falling apart and their person is leaving them for you, if that's the case here, yes, this person's going to be very intolerant, very jealous, maybe even try to manipulate your person into staying with them or threaten them. I don't think they really want them at this point, to be honest, but there might be some manipulation here. If this is not a third-party situation, you just hear crap going down about that person. You're very sympathetic to the other party. So maybe you're more sympathetic to that person's spouse or that person's partner, maybe because that King of Cups is your friend, right? That could be your friend, and then that's just the boyfriend, girlfriend, or the husband, wife, right? Like maybe you're related to this person, the King of Cups, or they're your friend, or you're just closer to them. That's why you're more concerned with them than you are with the Queen of Pentacles that has become flaky. Okay, I'll just put it that way. So whether or not it's third-party situation or not, you seem more prone here to want to help this person as opposed to that original person. However you slice it and dice it, that first person we talked about, the Queen of Pentacles, is irate. Now, for some of you, they're upset that you're helping this person. It's like, hey, wait, I thought we were friends also. Or I thought we were family also. Like, why are you helping him or her? You're not helping me. And for others of you where it's a third-party situation and they know their person is now moving towards you, yeah, they're very angry to hear about this, or maybe they just intuitively know that their person is coming towards you. Either way, I don't think you give two F's, Sag. I would be quite honest. You are, I'm hearing Bruce Springsteen, Glory Days. I don't know why that song. Maybe someone watching this is a Bruce Springsteen fan or just happens to like that song. I don't know. I just heard Glory Days. So I feel like you're looking forward to the future and you're really happy. And like I said, I don't think you're paying this other person any mind. Now, there is a 10 to 12 day shadow period to Mercury retrograde, and that's why I wanted to include Virgo season as well as Libra season. So now we're moving into Virgo season. The external influence, the outside source, could be any type of third party, person, place, or thing. Maybe it's the Queen of Pentacles, maybe it's not. We're about to find out. But this is your external influence as you're entering and while you're in Virgo season. Let me reshuffle that for you one more time. Tell me more about this Four of Pentacles in the reverse. I'm going to shuffle one more time. Tell me more about this external influence of the Four of Pentacles in the reverse for the Sagittarius collective while they're in Virgo season. Tell me more about the Four of Pentacles in the reverse. One more shuffle here, please, and thank you. Four of Pentacles in the reverse is being clarified by Nine of Wands in the reverse, Ten of Swords in the upright, and Eight of Swords in the upright. Bottom of the deck, we have Ten of Wands in the reverse, Page of Swords, which you started off with the Page of Swords getting info, and Four of Pentacles in the upright. Do you notice the repetitive pattern of the cards? I am. So this is, I'm going to tell you for Virgo season that that person is feeling extremely betrayed. They feel stabbed in the back. They feel that their life is ruined. They are holding a lot of bitterness and resentment, not only towards their person, but towards you. Whether you're the lover or you're just a friend or family member who's helping this, this person. Whatever disgust or disdain they have for that person is carried over to you. So I just want the Four of Pentacles in the reverse in this deck talks about self-protection. I think it's important for you to protect yourself during Virgo season, whether it's something you do energetically, like through meditation or crystals or something like that, prayer, whatever works for you. Clear your mind, stay grounded. I feel like this person could cause a bit of turbulence in your life during Virgo season. I feel like that person feels as if they feel helpless or their hands are tied or they feel cornered. I think their language or action reaction could be very erratic. This person is in total crisis mode. So I feel like they're coming after you, very defensive. I also feel like they don't want to let go of your person. Or they might be making your person's life very difficult once you get into Virgo season. So I feel like it's important for you to protect yourself, protect your money. Protect your money. If you have, okay, so, all right, this is going to sound crazy, but if this is a triangle and your person's other relationship is ending and they're coming to you, do not open, and so at least one person has to hear this, do not open any bank accounts with your name and their name on it. You have to protect yourself and you have to protect your resources. Even your person might look at you as if you're being greedy or you're like addicted to materialism or addicted to your material possessions. No, it's not that. Their story is not over with that person. There's some sort of separation or divorce or dividing of assets or resources that needs to occur. For some of them, children are involved, up to 2 children. So, and again, it's just a message I'm getting for 1 or 2 of you. So I would say to not don't be so quick because you're finally getting this person to put their name on your lease or their name on your house or on your car or open up a bank account. I feel like this is a call for you to continue to protect your resources. So protect your energy. Yes, crystals, meditation, walking, stay grounded, all of that great stuff. But you also want to protect your resources. So I would not put anything in that person's anything that you own in that person's name. If that person has to move in with you, I wouldn't even let them use your address. I'd have them get a P.O. box. Because once mail, this is so weird, I'm getting these messages. Once mail is delivered to your home, then that establishes residency. Someone needs to hear that. If you're going to take this person in, whether they're a lover or a friend or family member, whomever you're helping here, make sure they get a P.O. box if that's at all possible, or they have to go to post office or some other place to get their mail. Because if the mail is delivered to your residence, it establishes residency. I don't know how that's relevant. I don't really know anything about that. I'm just telling you the message I'm getting. Somebody out there had to hear that. So yeah, this other person's like in total crisis here. Very rigid, very obstinate. So that's just, and again, that's the external party, right? That's how they're affecting you. So I feel like these messages are just intended now to protect you, or to give you some advice or guidance on how to protect you. Your influence, that's that third party influence or external party influence. Your influence is 10 of Pentacles. I think you are going to protect your money and your life, your lifestyle. I don't think a lot of you needed a tarot reading to tell you that, but the 10 of Pentacles is in the upright is your influence. Tell me more, please and thank you. 10 of Pentacles in the upright being clarified by the Hangman in the upright, the 8 of Wands in the reverse, and the 8 of Pentacles in the reverse. Oh yeah, there you go. Bottom of the deck, Knight of Wands in the upright, to Queen of Cups in the upright, to the 8 of Cups in the upright. So I feel like your influence here is wisdom. You're gaining a new perspective on this entire situation. I also want to say, I do like that the 8 of Wands here is in the reverse, because I feel like you're blocking your influence. And maybe now it's because you saw this reading, maybe because some of you were just intuitively going to do it. I feel like you're going to block that person's ability to get to your money. So maybe you're going to heed the call here and not have this person have a bank account with them or anything like that. I feel like you're heeding the call. You're blocking anyone getting to your resources that you have worked so hard for, regardless of what you have or how much you have. So I like that. Some of you weren't going to do it because of the reading, because these cards already came out, right? This is predictive. So I think some of you instinctually would know after a while of sitting on it and thinking about it. In the Hangman, you're going to be like, oh, whoa, I got to protect myself and my resources. So I feel like intuitively, most 99% of you are going to do that anyway. The only thing I want to say with the 8 of Pentacles, be careful of overspending. You might feel like you have to accommodate this person if you're taking them in. Maybe you want to go out and buy new bed linens or new towels for them, or whatever it is, to make their stay with you more accommodating. And it doesn't have to be for a lover, right? Maybe you're taking in this friend or family member that's going through this separation. But again, your influence here is going to be to overspend to accommodate that person. So maybe you just want to be mindful of your money, of your resources, that you don't go into debt trying to help that person. Your hopes and fears, the moon. Why is the moon a hope and fear for the Sagittarius collective during Virgo season? Why is the moon both the hope and the fear? One more shuffle here, please, Anne. Please and thank you. I'm going to take those 3 cards and see what they are. Please and thank you. Bottom of the deck, we have 5 of Cups. Okay, I have 6 of Wands in the upright, Knight of Cups in the upright, and Strength all in the upright for the Moon card. So your hope is that this whole situation ends up really working out for you in the future, and that you are victorious and triumphant, and that you're either going to offer this person a cup of love and they receive it, or that they're going to offer you this cup of love and you'll receive it. And you're hoping that you can have the strength to power through this, because I think for a lot of you, this is going to be a bit of a messy separation with this other person. That's the vibe I've been getting for at least the last 2 months on your reading. So if you're resonating with that, I think your hope is, I hope I have a lot of strength to endure this. I hope that this person and I really do end up coming together, and that all of this wasn't for naught, right? That we didn't endure all of this just to end up not being together. So your hope is like, I really do hope this all works out when they're done concluding that cycle. But part of you is afraid. One, part of you is afraid that it may not work out. And two, part of you is just afraid of the unknown, because a lot of you have never had a real relationship with this person. So there's a little bit of fear there, or anxiety with the unknown. Like, yes, I want us to be victorious, but oh God, what if we are? Like, what then? Like, what will everyday life be like? So it's a good fear in a way, because I think that you do want victory. You're just a little bit nervous about the unknown, again, of what like day-to-day life will be. Now, as you're moving into Libra season, you are a little bit on the defensive. We have the Nine of Wands here. Let's see why the Nine of Wands is here as you're entering Libra season. Tell me more about this. One more shuffle here, please and thank you. The Nine of Wands in the upright is clarified by Justice in the upright, the Tower in the upright, and the Ace of Wands in the upright. Oh, crap is going down in Libra season. We have the Star in reverse, Ace of Pentacles in reverse, and the Page of Cups in the reverse. And again, that beautiful Queen of Swords in the upright right behind that. Might be when the legal, I'm going to clarify this for you, but the Nine of Wands in this deck talks about you're undergoing, oh, I just heard under pressure. Is that Billy Joel? Or David Bowie, sorry. Under pressure. So you're under pressure in Libra season. This is sort of testing your faith. You're trying to have the courage, persistence, resilience to endure this legal thing, whatever this legal thing here is. And I feel like this is a shock. I'm going to clarify that Tower, but with the Ace of Wands in the reverse here, meaning a postponement or a false start, it could be that the divorce proceeding begins and then ends, because the Tower in this deck talks about a sudden stop or possibly divorce. And then the Ace of Wands is like a false start or a stop to it. So I feel like by Libra season, this separation, whether it's your, like I said, friend, family member, lover, etc., there's a pause here. There's a stop. Let's see why. I normally don't clarify the clarifiers, but I'm curious to know, Sag, what this means for you. Why is the Tower here? Why is the Tower here? For Libra season, for the Sag Collective. One more shuffle here, please, and thank you. That Tower in the upright is being clarified by the Page of Cups. There's news or information that comes in. The Knight of Wands in the upright and the Ten of Pentacles in the upright. Bottom of the deck, we have Sun in reverse, Nine of Pentacles in reverse, Knight of Swords in reverse. Okay, I'm just going to throw this out there. Take it how it resonates. For some of you, not all, you're going to be implicated in this separation or this divorce thing. If it's a third party, I think they're going to make it known that Queen of Pentacles, whoever that person is, I think they drag you into the lawsuit. That's the shocking revelation. That ends up creating a postponement in the divorce, probably while both sides have to get information. I feel like what this person is, or their attorney or whatever, is going to enter into like evidence is that their person was offering a cup of love to you, was being in and out of your life, being this Don Juan, right, King of Wands, Knight of Wands, in and out of your life, maybe spending their money or their household resources on you. Again, that's only if you're like in a third party situation. I feel like you're dragged into it. There's a postponement in this, almost like not an adjournment, but a postponement in this trial or this separation, because that person brings your name into it. That's why you're so defensive. That's why you're so defensive. You're dragged into this, that maybe you were an affair partner, or their person was in love with you, or being intimate with you, or spending money on you. One, maybe all three of these. So keep that in mind. I feel like that brings you down a bit, that you're even being pulled into it. Sun in the reverse. I feel like that's bringing you down a bit. Nine of Pentacles in the reverse. You could have like feel like very insecure over this. Maybe the way you're being labeled or the way you're being painted, like some home wrecker or something like that. The Knight of Swords in the reverse could be a person cheating. Or trying to cheat the system or something like that. Someone who upsets your plans. So I feel like this is an upset in plans when this communication or information is released. This could also be an individual who's going to try to tarnish your reputation publicly. Just be mindful of that. For those of you where this is not a third party situation, I feel that you're just very defensive because you're still taking care of or trying to take care of this friend or this family member who's undergoing this. At this point, they will have been staying with you, or you've been assisting them, or even maybe even financially helping them for up to 2 months. And there is a delay in their separation or divorce because of the same, basically some of the same reasons, but you're not implicated in that, but because you're not having an affair with your friend or your family member, right? But I feel like for you, it makes you a little bit wounded because you've already been helping this person for 2 months. Either they're staying with you or you're helping to financially get them on their feet. And now that their situation is delayed, it's delaying you a little bit. So I want you to take all of that, how it resonates. But those of you waiting for someone, I mean, it's not going to apply to 100% of you, but for a lot of you, there's a good chance that that's all going down. During Mercury retrograde, you're going to receive word of it. You're up in your head about how to respond to this person. By the end of Mercury retrograde, you're feeling really good. You get into Virgo season, that person starts doing or saying things, that external party starts doing and saying things to you that gets you up in your head, but you're just going to stay happy and try to stay in that Six of Wands, Three of Cups kind of energy. I do see you overspending on this person that you're trying to help, whether it's a friend, family member, or lover. So just be mindful of your money. And of course, protect your money and your resources by not putting that person, even if that's a friend or family member and they have to get an apartment, don't put your name on their apartment or lease. Like, it's something they're going to have to do themselves, or maybe you find someone else to help them. I think the message here is clear that they should not be on anything of yours, and you should not be on anything of theirs, regardless of your relationship to them, even if it's like a brother or a sister. And you enter Libra season a bit on the defensive here, having the courage to continue, but a bit defensive. For some of you, the legal separation will begin. And if you are the lover, it appears that you may be implicated, that person's person, is going to accuse you of being some homewrecker or something like that, that their spouse or their partner was spending money on you, being intimate with you, offering you love, etc., etc. I think it's just not so much to tarnish your reputation, it's really to tarnish the person's reputation so they can try to get more out of courts. If you live in the United States, there's not many states left that take adultery or anything like that into account, but maybe that's just the angle that Queen of Pentacles is trying to use to get some more money. Remember in the beginning, we talked about this person being rebellious and maybe not good with money, or losing money. So that very well could be why by the time we get to Libra season, end of September, early October, might be why they're behaving that way, just trying to suck every penny they can out of this this Emperor slash King of Cups. So take all that, how it resonates. So yeah, you're a little bummed by being either implicated, and for those of you not being implicated, you're bummed that you've already spent 2 months trying to help this friend or family member, and now you're going to have to continue to help them a bit more because their case is being delayed. So I hope I was able to make sense of that for you. Lots of messages came through on that one. Let me get you some advice cards now, Sag, to round out this reading. Final advice now for the Sagittarius Collective. One more shuffle here, please, and thank you. Saggies, we have miracles. You're being asked to pay extra close attention to all the big and small miracles that have already occurred in your life, and also to those that are currently occurring and that are still to come, because miracles surround you. Be on the lookout for them. Bottom of the deck, you have protect. Protect. You're being asked to protect yourself and your energy. It's okay to want to give to others, which you do effortlessly, but it's important, though, that you set healthy boundaries with your energy before doing so. Now is the time to get some protection in place. Absolutely, not just your energy, but your finances and resources as well. Let's get you some Moonology cards here, my friends. Oh, that was fast. We'll see if anything else comes out for you. Any other Moonology cards here for the Sag Collective? Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Bottom of the deck, a fiery climax approaches, full moon in Aries. I do think there might be some heated words between you and, excuse me, that person, particularly in Virgo season. A personal issue reaches resolution, full moon in Cancer. Work through your fears, new moon in Scorpio. You and your loved ones are safe. New moon in Cancer. Have faith in your dreams, waxing crescent moon, and it's time to release negativity, full moon in Scorpio. Your final advice card here, or message from Spirit. Final message for the Sagittarius Collective. I'm going to do that again because I couldn't tell if that was a flipper or not. Final message here for the Sagittarius Collective, please and thank you. Why are your cards not working? Not working. Why is your message not coming out? Let's try this again. For the Sagittarius Collective dealing with the situation. Final message. Thank you. We have devotion. Trust your spiritual guidance. Your commitment has been recognized. You are loved unconditionally. Bottom of the deck, you have voice of truth, the Joan of Arc card. Stand strong. Focus on your purpose. Release the fear of persecution and speak your truth, especially if you're being implicated in this. Release the fear of persecution. Time to release negativity because you and your loved ones are safe. Absolutely. So that's what I have for you, Sag. A very interesting read, especially for those of you in a third-party situation. My heart goes out to you. Hang in there. It looks like you have a miracle or several miracles on the way. Do with them what you will. That's what I have for you, Sagittarius, for Mercury retrograde. If you like this reading, found it fun, entertaining, enlightening, want to claim all or part of it, please be sure to click like, share, and subscribe. And until I read for you again, my friends, I'm wishing you light, love, and peace.